Hi everyone, welcome to Try It Out Tuesday. I hope you're well. If you're catching up here later on YouTube or here on Facebook, please make sure you are following us, you're liking the post, and if you can, if you're on YouTube, click that subscribe, that would be great. And if you're able to share, we would also really appreciate it. Okay? Oh, hang on a second, it looks like my tablet's about to do a carry. Hang on. See, there was me doing my best organised, yes, I know what I'm doing voice. There we go. I think it's balanced enough now. If it's not, well, you'll hear a crash bang wallop and then me say a word that's not suitable for Facebook Live. But you know, people get away with all sorts nowadays. Anywho, moving swiftly on. Tonight we're going to be doing some art journaling in my notebook. I have been in here all day doing lots of various different things. So I think this would be a lovely way to unwind, basically, and have fun. If you haven't done this week's Bee Crafty deck, it's a slightly easier, sort of more obvious theme this week in terms of sun. I've done a sunflower. You can see the picture of that on the Instagram channel, the video for it, the short video, which is only 40 to 50 seconds long, so they're really quick to watch. That is on the YouTube shorts section, but is also here on Facebook. Okay, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube shorts, I think that's everywhere. Alrighty, hang on, let me just, here we go. Right, okay. Sammy's done hers today. She used the sunflower too. That's good. Hi Alison. Hi Kim. Right. Yeah, so today I'm going to be doing a page in my notebook. Be grateful I'm here because with the bank holiday yesterday, I've already completely lost tracks of the days, which is not fun or useful. But you know. Do you get that on a bank holiday sometimes? You just completely, you're off track for the week. And I can't be off track for the week. Abby does her first GCSE this week. Okay, so I've got some Catalyst paper out of my scrap drawer. I have a glossary page out of my Shakespeare book. This was for making, I was going to do some stamped ephemera earlier. But I didn't get round to it. So I thought, I'll use that in here. I've got D'Inkables set 6. Haven't used this one in a while, so I thought grab a little D'Inkables set 6. And I have my heart easy frame because I've got a little rainbow bird here. You're behind with your Bee Crafty deck, Kim. Don't worry about that. You can catch up with it as and when. There's only one person that has to make sure they've done it every week, and that's kind of me. Everyone else is easy breezy. Carry on at whatever speed works for you. No one's going to tell you off if you're late. It's literally, one of the reasons I wanted to do it is because, one, I thought of it years ago and never did anything about it. So this year I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. And I literally decided the week before. And then, but also it makes me, I have to do this thing. So that's what I use it for, because it makes me. But you don't have to put yourself under that sort of pressure. Absolutely not, my love. Absolutely not. That's not what it's for. But like I say, there is reels. Somebody was asking about them in the Bee Crafty Stamps group earlier, and the DT and several other ladies, I believe Lynn, went on and was exceedingly helpful. So again, if you are catching up with this on Facebook or YouTube or anything like that, and you're not a member of the Bee Crafty Stamps group on Facebook, but you are on Facebook, I would make sure you're a member of that group. Everybody on there is really helpful, and it means if Sam and I are unable to answer a question, or basically we just haven't got to it yet, I tell you what, the helpful Bee Craftiers just sort of descend, and they will give you all the help you want. Okay? So, first things first, This will be no use to you if you're catching up later, so I am sorry. We are doing a bit of a Tuesday treat on the website today. So there's 20% off all the stamps, and you've still got your free P&P on your stamps until midnight tonight. So I just thought I would sneak that one in. Because if there's been something you've been waiting to get, like, now's a good time, isn't it? Right, so first things first, we're going to get a bit of matte medium onto my book. I'm going to try not get it too wet, because I have a tendency to do that, don't I? So I'm just going to get my matte medium onto my book. Because it's my notebook, I like to have a nice layer of matte medium anyway, because it protects any inks or paints from bleeding through onto the page behind. All right, so I'm going to rip this one. I can't remember which set it was from the Catalyst papers, but there is only 4 sets at present, so definitely go and have a gander. You know, it's not like you've got hundreds to look through. So have your Catalyst paper on there. I want to say set 1. So the set 1 or set 3. But again, you'll see on here, so for example, I've used this because I've stamped on it. I believe that is the stem of a flower. But that's all right. It all adds to it. Hello, Pippa. How are you? Marvellous. Okay, again, if anyone is able to share it, that would be great. We, you know, as a, shall we say, petite family business, we need all the help we can get in terms of letting people know we're here. So if you can help us out with that, that would be fantastic. Right, so I've just sort of put those in a random place. Let's not pretend that I had any sort of plan, because tonight I'm not planless, but I don't actually have a vision in my head of what this is going to look like. I will say that. I am visionless. This Catalyst paper's 1. Thank you, thanks. So I'm also going to rip up my glossary page, and we're going to add that in straight down here. Also, if you're not a member of the Bee Crafty Stamps group, just to add in, there is also a monthly challenge that is set by Sally. This month it is show us your stamping. So basically grab all of your Bee Crafty stamps and make something. Now it can be a card, it can be an ATC, it can be an art journal page, basically anything. I think you're getting the gist. I don't think I really need to explain anymore. And show it off. You can enter 3 times and you could win a stamps voucher. And that's good. So by using your stamps, you could win more stamps. Which, let's face it, is pretty darn good. Right. So once again, I feel I have somewhat over matte mediumed, but we're not going to worry about it too much because it sounds stressful. So in fairness, I'm just sort of spreading it out now in the hope that I'm helping it dry a little quicker. Like I said, and then we will start adding in some other things using our D'Inkables, etc. Oh, that was a different glossary page I used. I lose things. That just proves I had many. So I've picked these 3 distress colours to work with. Okay. Now, what sort of led this was, remember, I don't know, last week I was talking about crafting in the way that suits you. So what really works for me, the way that really works for me at the minute, is I'll have sessions of stamping and colouring in and cutting bits out, okay, and then I have sessions, which I mostly do with you, of making more completed things, okay, doing my pages, doing ATCs, tags, that sort of thing. And what that enables me to do is I've got these as my leaping off point for what colours are going to go on my page. So for me, it takes out a decision further down the line, which is great. One of the things, I don't know if you find this, one of the things I find is in my house, I'm responsible for 98% of the decisions that are made. And it's exhausting. So for example, for my birthday every year, what I ask for is not to make a decision for the day. All right. So by having lots of ready-made stamped coloured in images, that takes a decision away from me, because I'll pick this, so I'm going to go for this sort of colour palette. Okay. I don't always do it like that. I was about to use the phrase, I never use always or never. I try not to use always or never, because both of those words will get you into trouble, because they'll go, no you don't, or whatever, and it means you can't adapt or evolve or change or whatever. So I don't always craft like this, but it's just the way that works for me at the moment. For example, Alison on our creative team, the entirety of the project is done on the same day. Okay, so she works through, creates her colour scheme, then does her stamped images and all that sort of thing. So it's all a process, because that's what works for her. What I never say, I can't say never in this occasion, what I never say is you have to do it like me, or you have to do it like another crafter, because you don't. You absolutely don't. But sometimes it is a process, and you do have to almost work through the days where it's not working the way you want it to, or things like that, you know, because it definitely doesn't always work. But there we are. Okay, right, excuse me just a second, my daughter's revising with no light on. Abs, light on. Yeah, okay, it's on now. Right, so we've got a bit of a heart, because I've picked the easy frame, the heart easy frame. What I am going to do is I'm just going to have a look in my 6x6 Inkables, because I think maybe we need something a bit more hearts as well. And I know we have quite a few hearts. I can't find them at the minute. They're probably out being washed. I say that as if it's a million miles away. It's not. Oh, but I haven't used this in a while. Sorry, attention's been diverted. So we're going to go for the swirling circles. And we're going to go in with our blending brushes. Now, what I think I might do is I'm going to work... Usually I would possibly start with my fossilised amber is the lighter tone, and then work in some other colours. But I'm actually going to start with my abandoned coral, because I just want to basically see how this goes first, and that'll depend on what other colours I add on. Okay, so I am using my orange blending brush, so there might be a few little orangey tones in that, but I'm not going to let that worry me too much at all. Okay, but I think I might then trade up for my picked raspberry. What I'm just going to tuck that in the corner. We're going to add some picked raspberry down here. Oh, very nice. So I'm going to put that to the side. And then using our fossilised amber, I'm going to get... So this is D'Inkables set 6, so there's a few different things in here. I'm going to get this one, which is the leaf. Now, you do get both pieces of this. So this is sort of like a 6-piece Inkable set, because you get this inner bit and the outer bit. And I'm going to add in some fossilised amber leaves. Just to create a little bit of interest, more of a subtle way, she says. I always think I can carry off subtle on an art journaling page. I can't. But that's okay. You use that inkable. I know it's such a good one, isn't it? What I love about this D'Inkable is you can draw around. It's great for doodling around, so you can doodle around and then cut round it to give you more foliage and things like that as well. You can blend through it. I've used it on quite a few. Try it out Tuesdays. So you can see this page is sort of coming together with all that sort of collage work in your ink. And you can see how quickly it does. It's not, you know, there's quite a lot on there, but it hasn't taken a great amount of effort, which is fantastic. That's what we're after. Okay, from here, so this is my heart easy frame. Now what I've done is I've gone through all my easy frames and matched them up because I had lots of innies and outies that weren't matching up. So I've gone through it and so I've stuck them together and given them a mark so I can see which way they go. Okay, because it's not a perfectly even heart, so you know, you try and put it in that way round and it doesn't match up perfectly. So basically what I've done is I've put a Sharpie line on it so I know where it matches up. There you go, you see. So I'm going to use, so again, you get the innie and outie with your Inkables easy frames as well. I'm going to be using the mask, which is the innie, and we're going to go right in the middle of here. And I'm going to use picked raspberry to create our frame. So basically we're just going to put our ink, I've picked up the wrong brush, I was wondering why I wasn't getting the colour. So picked raspberry, and we're just going to basically be in the middle of our easy frame and blend out, and then when we lift it up we have the heart outline there, so that when our bird goes in, he's just going to sit in the middle of that heart there. Okay. So this sort of goes as well, when I've got pages side by side, I do like them to be quite different. So for example, on this one, it's got 3. So on this one, I do only want 1. I don't want there to be lots of focal images. Okay. I know that seems like I'm really organised, Alison, but it's actually completely the opposite. I do that because I'm really unorganised, and then I get hyper-focused on a task that then gets done to the extreme, and then I can't even look at them for a couple of days. But, you know, you've got to take the rough with the smooth, haven't you? All right, so on from here, I'm going to go back to D'Inkables set, and I'm going to go with that one. Yep, this one here, because I think this one looks fantastic with texture paste through. Okay, all the D'Inkables sets are on the website. They've all got lovely new photos, so you can see the detail, which 5 templates are in each one. They're ATC sized if you haven't seen them before. They're great to use. They're 350 micron mylar. That's one of the weightiest ones. With fairness, you wouldn't want it any thicker for a craft template, really. But you can emboss with it. You can, like in your Big Shot, Grand Caliber, Cuttlebug. I feel like I'm really going back in time now. By the way, I have a Cuttlebug. That's not a criticism. So you can emboss it on all those. You just need to follow the sandwich instructions for embossing with a brass stencil. And then you can emboss with these as well. They're great for paste, sprays, paint, ink, blending. I feel like I'm making the point clear, to be honest. And you get really good dimension with texture paste too, which is what we want. So I'm just going to put all that on there. Haven't we had some beautiful sunshine today? I hope you have too. Look at that. That's a cracker, that is. Okay. I'm going to do another one of them down here. I think I might like try and keep it a little bit thinner if I can. Almost sort of miss patches, so it's a little bit more broken, maybe. Or will that annoy me once I take the D'Inkable off? That's the concern, isn't it? Oh yeah, I want it to look like distressed, but will it annoy me? At the minute, probably. Ooh, nice. Right, I'm going to put that template straight into my water. You got to Hampton Court and got soaked yesterday. See, it was quite dry here. We had a bit of a downpour late on, but yesterday was quite dry. Sunday was glorious. Right, there we go. Oh, you got to do forest school, Alison. Oh, the girls always love forest school days. Okay, so how are we thinking about that? Oh, now then. That does look good. That does look good. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get our Posca pen. And we're just going to go around. And we're going to highlight. This is, I won't lie, your white pen detail. I genuinely like to save until everything's dry. But that is... You're not going to want to stay with me for that long. I'm just going to go around the edge of the easy frame. Probably should have done this before I did the grit paste, but you know. Here we are. So as you see, I'm turning my book. Do not be turning yourself inside out for your card or art journal page or anything like that. You're going to do yourself a mischief. Okay? We're just trying to... Sorry, there's someone at my door. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's all right. So, it's busy around here tonight, isn't it? I've lost my train of thought. Somebody speak for me. Yeah, don't be turning yourself inside out for your project. Rotate it. Move it with you. It's so much easier. Now, something I was going to do, so we are going to do that, is we're going to add on some coffee stains. So this I should have definitely done before I added in my grit paste, but this is why this, my loves, is the reason these became a Bee Crafty product. Okay, super skinny slims. All right, well, the slims in general, but the super skinny slims. So this one particularly, you can get right into the edge of books and things like that. And the reason our stamps are clear, our slims are clear, everything, is because I don't always do my project in the correct order. Okay, there's lots of flying by the seat of one's pants. Flying. Okay? And for that, I need to see what I'm working around. So hence a clear stamp, a clear block makes all of that much, much easier. Okay? We're looking to make this process as easy as possible because we're doing this for fun and we like it. All right? So, I will say there are a few things that I say you have to have to art journal, okay? You know, you don't need a journal. You can use a notebook. You can, you know, you just need a few stamps that you love to get you started, all this sort of thing. But in all honesty, you super skinny slims, I would struggle without because of adding things in after, seeing where I'm going. It just makes my life easier. Okay, so then I'm going to grab this little coffee stain here. Sam will get you a link for the coffee stains and the super skinny slims if she hasn't. Sammy's got earache, so she's had to leave. I can put those on for you later. Okay, so for example, if I wanted to stamp right in next to that, shall I grab a border stamp? All right, this is one. Oh, so this is off my sunflower set. So say I wanted to get this stamp right in there, but I've already proceeded to this section. All right, all I would do is put my stamp right on the edge of my Super Skinny Slim. Okay, and then I'm able to basically just tuck the stamp in and add that stamp to my project later on, right into the seam. Okay, which is ace, by the way. It's just a good thing to have. I have smudged that coffee stain there, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're just going to... But it's a coffee stain, so that doesn't really matter. But I am just going to heat set that. You can heat set the grit paste, absolutely fine. You're here, darling. Oh, you're all right. I didn't know if you'd have to, you know, go and scream into a pillow or something. So I'm just going to take this. Just add in a little bit of... So I've put some of these, you see, on the bird. So this will actually tie in quite nicely. And then we're going to get some more collage medium. That is going to go in the centre of our easy frame heart. I will say, if hearts aren't your thing, that's totally cool. In the easy frame section of the website, you'll find circles, squares, sunflowers, birds, circles, squares, stars, octagons, hexagons. I don't think there's a pentagon. Sort of like label shapes. There's loads. There's absolutely loads. Right, in terms of sentiment for this, I'm going to go for some wordy stickers, and we're going to go for the white wordy stickers. So the wordy stickers are available in black on a white label and white on a black label. And I was thinking, for it be the exception, that, my angels, is blooming good advice. Blooming good advice. So I'm going to take it. I'm going to add a little bit of collage medium to the back of my sticker, because while sticky, you know, there's a lot on my book. Just going to press that down. Put that in there. And then I think she's done. Okay. So again, if you look at those two pages together, I think it's clear they're both they're quite me, you know, because there's not any white space. and they're very similar in composition, but they've got a lot of differences. And what you need to do is when, what you need to do after me telling you what you don't need to do. What is good to do is when you're looking at the blog where Sally and Alison are putting some fantastic step-by-steps, okay, when you're looking at the inspiration that me and Sam are putting on Instagram as well. You know, there's so many things on Instagram using our stamps that you can see to inspire you. You know, when you're looking at these things, you don't have to look at it and say, I don't know if I can copy that exactly. Say, no, I like how that's set up. I'm going to give it a go. All right. And for us, the most important part of that phase is when you've got your Bee Crafty stamps out and you've gone, I'm going to have a go at doing that, but I'm going to use, you know, I'm going to use the sunflower, for example. We're talking about, I'm going to use the sunflower in the middle and I'm going to do a circle instead of a heart. And but when you've done that, you've got to put a picture on and tag us in it, or put it in the Bee Crafty Stamps group, put it on Instagram and tag us in it, because we want to see, not because we want to judge you. We're nosy and we like to see what you're making with the things we design, because it's fun. And that's actually just the reason. That's it. That is the beginning and end. That's the reason. All right then, guys. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. Look at that, half hour. Bish, bash, and a bosh. Beautiful, beautiful. So that is giving you half hour now. Because if I'd have been sat here for an hour, you'd have watched me for an hour. Okay? But you've only watched me for half an hour. So that means now you've got a free half hour. So you could go and do a page. Or your playing card. Or make something for the challenge. Basically, I'm giving you the gift of time. All right then, guys. Right, so off you go. You're going to go and make something fantastic with your Bee Crafty stamps. And you're going to show us this week. All right then, guys. Thank you. Bye.